Hi everybody and welcome back to Wicked Witch of Stitch. My name is Lindsay and I make crochet plushies as well as other arts and crafts things. Today I am happy to say it is Friday night, the Friday 9th of May, and tomorrow is exactly 1 week to my first market of the year. Yay! I'm so excited and I've been so busy I haven't really had time to film anything for video. So what I'm going to do this week is I'm actually going to show you everything new that I've made for my upcoming market. Now this doesn't include things that I've made for like the places I can sign at or commissions I've gotten or even Etsy orders, and it also doesn't include everything I have left over from last year's markets, because those I will be bringing with me, but this is just everything brand new. I still plan on making more stuff in the upcoming week, but I'll probably film that as part of the actual market video. But this is everything I've pretty much made this year in preparation. All right, so let's get started. Now, sorry if I'm a little bit disorganized. If you see a mess behind me, no you don't. I am just in the middle of market prep chaos. So if I seem a little frazzled, I'm literally just grabbing things out of the bin I put them in, and then I'm probably just going to toss them aside and fix it later. But the very first thing I want to show you is I made bees, bumblebees. I actually have 4 of these, and I literally finished them not even 10 minutes before I sat down to film this. These are cute. I usually sell these for about like 15 a piece. I don't know, I'm debating about going up to 18 just because of how intricate they are. Because you make the head separately, you make the wings separately, and you have to sew it all together, and so on these little blushy cheeks. But they've done good in the past. I've made big versions before. I just didn't have enough big yellow yarn to make them. But anyway, so that is the first thing we made. Great. Then the other thing I made recently, or literally like just finished it a day or so ago, is this cactus cat. Look how stinking cute he is. He's got a little flower in the tail, the little nubs as a part of a cactus, a little flower up on the head. And fun fact, I was playing yarn chicken with this the whole time because I didn't have a full skein of this green, and I was hoping what I had would be enough. This is all I had left afterwards. I was absolutely convinced, and I realized I was probably not going to have enough before I started doing the tail. And I'm like, oh God, I'm like, yeah, I have enough for the head. I have to make the ears. I didn't even think about the tail until I had barely more than this left, but it was just enough. And I'm so grateful it is. Now he or she, I don't know, do plants have genders? I don't know, it doesn't matter. But I was thinking about doing this for like 35 because again, it is a bigger item. There are more pieces to it. I think I might have messed up and made an extra row in the neck because it's supposed to go down all the way, but it just wouldn't fit because it's you make the head and there's an indent and you sew it on. But it's such a cute pattern. I love it. I plan on making a strawberry version for my upcoming strawberry market. But anyways, let me know in the comments if you think 35 is a good price. If not, if that's too much or if I should go up. But anyways, cactus cat. And this is an older thing I've made earlier in the year, but I made this giant laying bear. He just plops. Look at your best. He's got a little tail. I was thinking maybe 30 for him. I'm not exactly sure. Again, on prices, they're not finalized until I literally write them down, and even then, sometimes I'm not sure. But anyways, this was fun to make. I think I featured him in my everything I made in January. It was the very first video I ever put up on this channel. He was actually in it. But sorry, I suddenly cut off. My dog heard something or saw something outside, and she just started barking up a racket, and I had to go check on her and make sure she was okay. If you still hear her in the background, it's a puppy. What are you gonna do? Right. So now, I tend to make every season I make a different one of these, and I make a little themed cow. This is my spring cow. It's got a little flower purse and a little flower crown on. In the fall time, I tend to do a witch cow and a pumpkin cow, and also I have a Frankenstein cow that I got from a pattern test. And then in the winter time, it's a Santa cow and a gingerbread cow. That is my own pattern. But for this time, I made a little flower cow. I only have one of him. I only had one of the cat and the bear that I showed you before. But this, I'm thinking of making another because one of my vendor booth friends has slowly been collecting all my seasonal cows, and I think she might want one. So I definitely want to make a second one in case anyone else is interested in that. But anyways, I think $30? Yeah. Anyways, let me know if you're interested in prices or if you want me to just show plushies in the future and not mention how much they are. Right. So I made 4 of these cute little Stardew Valley inspired chickens. This pattern shout out is actually by the Celestial Homebody here on YouTube. She is such an inspiration. I love her stuff. She's so funny. And I saw this chicken pattern. It was so cute. I'm actually going to make a couple more chickens, but in like a variegated yarn. And then I'm going to call them funky chickens. I don't know, the idea came to me and they're so cute. I love them. Then there's, I said there's 4 of these. Now, I made some leggy frogs. I have 3 of these. They're each in a different color of green. And they're really cute. I actually got this pattern for free off of Ribbler. It's not the like official leggy frog. He's a little more square than the ones you usually see, but I think he's adorable. And I'm thinking of making more in like a pink or a purple, but for now I have 3. Right, next I have my star bags. I have 3 in the bigger size. I have 1 more that I haven't finished. I just have to sew it together, but for now I have 3 that are done. And then I have 2 in the smaller size in case a little one wants one. I mean, a little one might want one of the big ones for themselves, but they might be a little long on them because I did make the straps big enough that it could be like a crossbody bag. And so for the little ones, they're 15. The big ones are 25, just because more yarn, more material costs. And I have these little duckies, ducky chicks with hats. I have 2 froggy hats and 2 strawberry hats. Now, I am bringing the strawberry hats with me just to kind of fill my table out a little more. I don't think I'm going to put them out right away because I want to, if I can, save them for my strawberry festival. It's not too hard to remake them if I have to, but again, I'm trying to keep the strawberry stuff for the strawberry festival. But if I have to fill out my inventory, if I sell a lot, which, fingers crossed, then I'll put these out too. And these, I think I said I was going to do 18 for these. I'm not, again, don't quote me on that. But here we go. Okay, these next ones I'm really excited about. They're so cute. I made little tiny cows. I've been calling them pocket cows because they literally can fit in your pocket if you're wearing like a pocket on your shirt. I had one the other day. But anyways, I have a purple one, a pink one, a regular black and white dairy one, and a little light blue one. Now, the initial pattern they came for was actually 4 strawberry cows. They said they were for keychains, but these are way too big to be a keychain. But I just think they're really cute on their own. And again, so cute. They got a little tail in the back. These ones I'm going to do 12 a piece. Yeah. Okay. Next I have 2 loaf cats, and these are going to be $20 each. I have a 3rd one that is made. I just have to stuff it and sew the tail on. But then I just have these 2 for now. And to go with the loaf cats, I have loaf kittens. Now I have 5 ready. I know I have at least 1 or 2 done from previous markets, but these are the 5 I've made since then. I plan on making more. I literally have a bag dedicated just to variegated yarns to make these out of. And these are, I usually sell them 10 a piece. I actually put them in a cardboard box that says kittens for sale, and people get a crack out of it. And yeah, so love kittens. And then I have these little mini whales. I have them in 2 different colors, and I have 2 of each, so 4 total. I think I'm doing these for either $10 or $12, and because like they're very simple to work up, but they're cute. Again, I made some of these also in like pink and red for strawberry season, and I'm going to get more into that when it's closer to that market, but like pretty much anything you can turn into a strawberry if you really think about it. Okay, and then I have this dragon. This was also something I featured in a previous video. I wasn't sure if I was going to sell him, but I'm going to bring him just in case. He just, because it's not my favorite yarn. I definitely like, it's harder to work with. This like chenille kind of parfait. It's like one of like the older parfaits. Like the person who gave it to me actually still had the receipt in the bag. They had gotten it from AC Moore back in like 2015 or something like that. So it's an older yarn. It's not something you can even get anymore, but it's not my favorite. It wasn't my favorite yarn. And I do think he came out cute though. I just not sure if anyone else will like him, but I'm going to bring him just in case and maybe he'll find his home. And okay, next is probably the not the hardest, but the most complicated thing that I made after the cactus cat. And the cactus cat, I flew through that. I made that in a couple hours. Like, that was so easy to make. But this was the most complicated thing I think I've ever made. But I really like it, but I've only made one because it came out so much bigger than I thought it was going to be. I made this little bunny in a dress. She's really cute. The pattern calls her Sophie. And I just think she's adorable. Fun fact, the yarn that I used, or like some of the yarns like for like the flowers and like the trim, actually came from the yarns I made for some of my star bags. That was like a stripy rainbow color, and I just literally just picked the colors and used what was left over. And she's so sweet. She's very, very demure. And I really think some little kid, or even a big kid, will fall in love with her. But she is definitely a lot of work, because you make the whole body and then you go back and you make the dress as like attached to her. But again, very cute. Not sure how much to price her for. Let me know if you have an idea of what you think she might be worth, or what you'd be willing to pay for her. Because again, a lot of work. I don't want to just give her away for the time and effort it took. Right. Next is 4 snakes. These I'm doing for 15 a piece because they're really quick and easy to make, and they come out so big though, so people I think, or kids, will really like getting the bang for their buck. And it's cute. You can actually kind of like, they're just stuffed. There's no wire or anything, but you can kind of like twist them into a pretzel. And then they just kind of will sit like that. But yeah, no, I like the way they worked up. 2 of these were also yarn I used for star bags, and I just kind of let the pattern go on its own. I just kind of, I think they're cute. I hope people like them. Again, I've said this in the previous video when I showed snakes. This is the only snake I will hold, the only snake I will let near me. Not a fan of the real thing, but these are adorable. And now last but not least, for the things I have made that are done and finished and ready to go, just have to get tagged, are the tiny turtles from my How Many Turtles Can I Make in a Week challenge. I'm not bringing them all out because I have 20 of them, and hopefully people like them. They're all sorts of different colors and shades, so there should be something for everybody. And I'm doing, I think, 10 or 12 a piece. Again. Okay, so that is everything that I've made so far in preparation for my spring festival. In total, everything I just showed you, I have, well, including all the multiples of stuff I didn't bring up on camera, I have 65 new items for the market. Now, that's not including the work in progresses that I have to finish, or the things I plan on making over the next week, or the things that I have left over from previous markets. So I actually have a lot more items than I am bringing with me. I'm not bringing everything I've ever made because some of it's seasonal, some of it's just not the right type of weather for like hats or scarves and stuff like that. And then like I'm not bringing obviously Christmas things with me. I mean, I might, it depends on the item, but that's everything I've made. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you stuck around this far, and then please like say hi in the comments, and I don't know, leave a cactus emoji, because I'm really proud of that cactus. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It helps to grow my channel and let other people see what I've made, and will help me bring more content to you in the future if I can get, yeah. Sorry. If you still hear her barking, I am so sorry. I don't know what it was that she saw out there, but it really riled her up. I'm actually going to hop off and go try and comfort her and make sure she's okay. So anyways, thank you again so much for watching. I hope to see you next week as well when I break down my market and take you along with me. It's going to probably be up on, it's going to be up on Sunday instead of Saturday, just because obviously I can't post a video on Friday for something that hasn't happened yet. But I wish I had that power. But anyways, again, thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye.